Okay guys, so now I am going to open up some of the, well, most all of the My Hero Academia, but I'm going to try to do them basically all at once, and I'm going to cut like opening and assembling them and just kind of try to focus more on like showing the figure itself. Okay, so it looks like he comes from a lot of different pieces, but he's kind of like endless right here, and I was a bit taken aback to see all these. This was probably the 3POs. So we're going to assemble him now. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but like there's like a little bit of some blue hues on his pants. See? I find that very interesting. Okay, so here he is, all finished. So we have his like, you know, blue little hue dashes, and let me see if I could get better lighting, just a little bit. All right, I hope that lighting is a little bit better, but you could kind of see him better now. This is actually really shocking because I don't know how he's staying in here like that. I just kind of like pushed it and it seems to be in there. It's making me a little nervous, but I do like the detail. His shirt, his pants, there's these little belts, and his hair on top is like slightly white, which I think is interesting. But here he is. And now who will we move on to next? We have Shinso. So we'll open this one up and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, and here's Shinso. I didn't really notice anything super different with him other than like this kind of moves, which I thought was interesting. But the only thing that's really bothering me is that his foot won't stay. Like, I'll put him flat and he just calls me a liar. Okay, well, no, over there. No. So his foot doesn't exactly line up with the hole, so I gotta kind of do that. It doesn't really want to stay in. I tried it the other way. I don't think it goes this way because when I do, it kind of looks like his feet hang off. You don't really want to go in. So if he was to be kind of close to the edge like that. So I'll just put these in and he should be fine, you know, because he will be sitting on a shelf and he shouldn't be touched or bothered too much, unless I get new figurines and I have to like, you know. Oh my god, now he doesn't want to stay in. Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's like really annoying with this figure. But let's see, hopefully he'll stay in like that. Alright, so I'll put him there, and I guess next we'll do is this other Shinso. And here's Shinso, but he's even more aggravating than last. I can't get this piece to stay in. Oh my god, call me a liar. Call me, oh, I swear to you that it popped out. But I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll just let it go. Alright. Anyways. This is him. He kind of faces us more. I think this is the fight against Midoriya. So in season 5, if I remember correctly. So here's the comparison of the two. He's definitely much more detailed and I feel like more accurate than him. But I think they're both so neat. now it's so cold in here. Now we're going to do this Big Rocky. It comes with these two, as I said, but I only have it, of course. So I hope to be giving him to kind of like complete it, because it just looks so nice. Okay, I just took him out, and this like thing of flesh is like, ugh, what's freaking me out? Look at that. It's so gross. If it focuses, hold on. You can like see like all the details in his face and his muscles. Okay, so here he is completed. He had the same feet as Shinso did, except his actually went in so smooth and so firmly. There's just so many details to him. It looks so nice. I mean, this is still freaking me out. And he's still my favorite though. And then next, oops, I didn't mean to put that there. We will move on to Toka. This is what she looks like back here. Here's Toka. And you can kind of see like details in her face, in her hair. And at first I thought there was something wrong, but I couldn't get the foot in, and so it was because there was like this right here. So I struggled at first when I like just put her in, because I actually had this piece and these like plastic bag thingies that like they're like divided into individual seams. So when I opened this one, I thought this was one big one. It was actually like super tiny in this one. So, but I managed to get it in. I think she looks really nice. And then, so last, we actually have, the last one is this. Well, last of these ones. I do have some Funko Pops I'm gonna do as well, but this is Aizo. I'm very excited about this one. There he is. I'm gonna box him up. Okay, and now here's Aizo. So I have this one, oops, Shinso, Asa Shinso, and Shigaraki. And then next, I think we will move on to the Funko Pops. Okay, I made a mistake. I actually have quite like this one, but this is the last of this one before we go with the other ones. So we have present right here. We're gonna go with that. I might just paint my nails too. Here he is finished. And then he's not exactly like the figurines like that, but he's kind of like a mini smaller version for comparison, by the way. He's a bit, I think, yeah, he's a little movable ever so slightly, but not that much. And getting him out was horrendous because they had the cape through this little slit, and the slit was only as big as this, which obviously, as you can tell, this fan's out. So I had to rip the packaging, but it's fine because before it was kind of funny. But we have him, and then before we go into the Funkos, put him somewhere safe. We have this. I thought that this was pretty neat. It came with this little pamphlet that you open up. The different characters that they've made. And on this side, of course, we have Ray and Bakugo. I thought that that was just pretty neat. One of my favorite things when they do the figures is when they make the base the UA. I just think it's really neat. Also, unrelated, but he was the easiest to get out. Like, he literally just slid out. And here he is, now completely assembled. I think my favorite detail is the amount of texture in his hero costume. But there he is. So now this is officially it for like these types of figurines that are more accurate in that regard. So now we're gonna move on to Funko Pops, which I guess I'll do the small ones and I'll do the big one last. So first here we have Stars and Stripes, Star and Stripe. Sorry, I added like S's for 3/4, but it's not. So there are a lot of feelings about her. I made a video like the rare aesthetic videos. I have seen this trending on TikTok, and a lot of people had a lot of opinions. I didn't know if people felt this strongly about her, but we're gonna open her up. And then I also here have banding or the raw users, and then I have ice water. So we'll be right back with those open. And here they are. Out of the box. I think he'll be pretty cool to put next to my Dark Web Midoriya figure. And then we have my favorite. I've been wanting this one for years. So now that we have these guys out, put these to the side. And then we have this giant one. Okay, so first we have Midoriya, who looks absolutely adorable with this little backpack. And then my favorite part, and part of the reason why I wanted this figure, was I just thought it would be so cool to have the UA school with all my figures. Trees here. And like, I'm pretty sure that's officially it. Unboxing for Christmas. So I'd like to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week.